Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. IRS families now receiving October child tax credit payments. Still time for eligible families to sign up for advanced payments. But first, the IRS asked me to be a good fellow and pay my taxes. Considering this the initial offer, I provided a counter offer stating that I would comply with the first condition, but not the second. The IRS agent responded rather agitatedly, "I don't really care if you plan to be a good fellow or not. Al Capone could still be bootlegging and terrorizing people for all I care as long as he paid his fair share. Just pay your dang taxes. The government needs that money to start a new $999,999,999,999.99 shovel-ready project, and not a penny more, because we promised to keep this one under the $1 trillion mark. The shovel-ready project teaches workers how to get a shovel in the ready position. We're not quite sure what to do after the shovel is in the ready position. Plus, much of our infrastructure these days actually requires more computer experts than people that know how to hold a shovel in the ready position. But whatever, shovel-ready project sounds good, and workers holding shovels in the ready position is a great photo opportunity. Who wants to see a picture of a bunch of computer geeks fixing our problems? To maximize the impact of the photo opportunity, we, of course, needed to buy solid gold shovels, which are actually quite heavy. So the Shovel Ready project required us to pay for intensive physical training using state-of-the-art gym technology so that the shovel-ready workers have the skills needed to hold the heavy golden shovels in the ready position for an extended period of time to get the optimal photo opportunity. We used to train the shovel-ready workers, having them actually lift the heavy golden shovels themselves, but after losing 1,352,407 golden shovels somehow, apparently golden shovels get lost super easy according to our report records, we were forced to take a more efficient approach. Although, it is coming to light that the state-of-the-art gyms are actually costing more than the somehow lost heavy golden shovels, but whatever. This is neither here nor there. Just pay your taxes so the government can continue to operate at optimal levels. IR 2021-201, October 15, 2021, Washington. The Internal Revenue Service and the Treasury Department announced today that millions of American families are now receiving their Advanced Child Tax Credit, the CTC payment, for the month of October. Quick overview and recap of the Advanced CTC Child Tax Credit. The Child Tax Credit is something that you would typically get in general if you didn't have the advanced portion at the time you file the taxes for tax year 2021. That would be by April 15th of 2022. They made some adjustments to the tax credit and then have an advanced portion for it. The adjustments, in essence, meaning they're going to increase the child tax credit and make more of it refundable. Therefore, you'll qualify for it even if your income, basically your liability, goes below zero. Then they, in essence, took half of what they think the credit will be when you would file the taxes for 2021 in tax year or by April 15th of 2022. They cut that in half, and that's the prepayment portion that they wanted to send out to people in advance in 2021. And then they cut that in by 6 and sent it out in 6 months of 2021. However, you could have some exceptions due to the fact that you could see common problems with this advance payment system at this point. For example, if the IRS didn't know about a qualifying child and they were to learn about it at some later point, you might then get advance payments that would be a catch-up payment if you could pick that up in some way. And that would mean that your advance payments, the half that you would have received, wouldn't be divided by 6. They would try to take that amount and then give it to you in the advance portion, resulting in those payments being higher for the advance portions due to the fact that you didn't get the previous advanced payments. We can also see certain problems that might be involved with this, including the fact that they're estimating based on the 2020 tax return or the 2019 tax return or any other information they might have from the free filer or information to give them in order to estimate what you should be getting for 2021, which they don't really know until you file the tax return by April 15th of 2022. So if 2021 is not actually correct for whatever reason, possibly because you have a custody sharing type of agreement or something like that, or you have a new child came into the world or adoption or something like that in 2021, then they may not know about that and you might not be getting the proper amount of the prepayment. However, even if you can't get that corrected for the prepayment, you should still be able to get the benefit of the credit when you file the tax return by April 15th of 2022. The standard process being there that you're going to calculate what the child tax credit should be, and then you'll subtract out the prepayments that you have received, which should be up to half of the credit in general, as I understand it at this point, and the difference is what you would then get. If you didn't get the prepayment, then you should get more of a refund or reduce your taxes at the point of filing the taxes by April 15th of 2022. Okay, this fourth batch of advanced monthly payments totaling $15 billion is reaching about 36 million families today across the country. The majority of payments will be issued by direct deposit. Under the American Rescue Plan, most eligible families receive payments dated July 15th, August 13th, and September 15th. Future payments are scheduled for November 15th and December 15th. These families, each payment is up to $300 per month for each child under age 6 and up to $250 per month for each child ages 6 through 17. The vast majority will be issued by direct deposit. Here are more details on these payments. Families will see the direct deposit payments in their accounts starting October 15th. Like the prior payments, the vast majority of families will receive them by direct deposit. For those receiving payments by paper check, be sure to allow extra time through the end of October for delivery by mail. Those wishing to receive future payments by direct deposit can make these change using the Child Tax Credit Update portal. There's a link to that portal here, available only on irs.gov, irs.gov. To access the portal or to get a new step-by-step guide for using it, you can visit irs.gov/Child Tax Credit 2021. There's a link to that here as well. Payments went to eligible families who filed a 2019 or 2020 income tax return. Returns processed by October 4th are reflected in these payments. This includes people who don't typically file a return, but during 2020 successfully registered for economic impact payments using the IRS non-filers tool on irs.gov, or in 2021 successfully used the non-filer sign-up tool for advanced CTCs, the Advanced Child Tax Credit, also available on irs.gov. So in essence, they're going to base it on your prior year tax return, 2020 if they have it. If not, 2019, then if you aren't required to file, but you use this non-filer tool in order either to get your stimulus packages in the prior year and or the current year, or in order to sign up specifically for the child tax credit, that's another way you can get the information to them. Payments are automatic. Aside from filing a tax return, including a simplified return from the non-filer sign-up tool, families don't have to do anything if they are eligible to receive monthly payments. Families who did not get a July, August, or September payment and are getting their first monthly payments this month will still receive their total advance payment for the year. This means that the total payment will be spread over the months rather than 6, making each monthly payment larger. So in other words, they usually were trying to take half of the credit, like I say, and divide it over the 6 months of 2021. If they somehow got that wrong and you told them you owe me more money for some reason because there's a child that you weren't picking up and now you should pick them up, and you no longer have 6 months to give me half of the credit in 2021, the question then would be, are you still going to give me the same monthly amount that I would have gotten either way, or are you going to increase the monthly amount, in essence taking that half of the credit and dividing it over the remaining months that are left in the year instead of 6, resulting in larger payments at that point in time. So the IRS is currently sending letters to some Americans reminding them it is not too late for families who haven't filed their 2020 income return, including those who are not normally required to file because their incomes are too low, to sign up for the advanced CTC child tax credit payments. Most low-income families can get these monthly payments. The IRS urges families who normally aren't required to file a tax return to visit irs.gov for more information on how to file a return and receive their credit. Update on September advanced child tax credit payments. In September, the IRS successfully delivered a third monthly round of approximately 36 million child tax credit payments, totaling more than $15 billion. Given the new components of this program, the IRS continues to work hard to make improvements and deliver payments timely. After the September payments were issued, the IRS resolved a technical issue which the agency estimates caused fewer than 2% of CTC recipients not to receive their September payment on the scheduled payment date. Payments have since gone out to affected individuals. So if you're in that cohort of affected individuals, they say they fixed it at this point. The impacted group primarily included taxpayers who recently made an update to their bank account or address information using the IRS Child Tax Credit Update portal. So if you made a change, then that might have caused a little glitch, it looks like, but they say they fixed it. In particular, the issue affected payments to married taxpayers filing jointly, where only one spouse made a bank account or address change, which usually results in payments being split into two between the existing account or address and new account or address. In some of these cases, the split payment caused a delay in making payments and further caused individuals to receive slightly more than the correct payment in September. To address this, the payment that each spouse receives in October, November, and December will be reduced slightly to adjust for the overpayment. For each taxpayer receiving a payment, the typical overpayment was $31.25 per child between 6 and 17 years old and $37.50 per child under 6 years old. This will result in about $10 to $13 reduction per child in the 3 remaining monthly payments. The IRS will send letters to affected individuals with this information. The IRS continues to closely monitor this program, and the agency appreciates the patience of those whose payments were affected. The IRS encourages partners and community groups to share information and use available online tools and toolkits. There's a link to that here to help non-filers, low-income families, and other underserved groups sign up to receive these payments. Links to online tools, a step-by-step guide to using the non-filer sign-up tool, answers to frequently asked questions, and other helpful resources are available on the IRS Special Advanced CTC 2021 page. It's at irs.gov/child tax credit 2021. There's a link to that here. There'll be a link to this in the description.